Hi, my name is Andy Peters and welcome to 7mm Sidings. Basically, it was designed as a shunting layout, the idea being that I could bring stock in, shunt around at this end. It then developed and did the bench road part so that I could actually get locos off the main part of the layout, and then I moved the fueling point so that I'd have two more sidings over the back. So basically it's a shunting layout, but it's now got through running as well. A trip to North Wales, and a friend of mine unboxed a Helgen Blue 25 and started it up and blew the horn, and I thought, yeah, that's what I like. And I've been running steam O-gauge for a short while, but that suddenly got me into the O-gauge bug in a big way, and into the Helgen sound and the sheer weight of the O-gauge locos, really, I suppose. Yeah, we've got the Ace Signatrack control system. I've had this a few years now. We've got two handsets with it, so we can run a loco off of each handset. And the main controller, I can go into all the different pieces of it to do the brake squeal, couplings, uncouplings, and that sort of thing as well. So it gives me a total of 3 locos I can run at any one time. And the point side of it is just purely analog on switches on the control panel. The total length is 15 foot. I'm 7 foot wide in the room. So the original layout was longer. I had to shorten it when we did the move here. So I've lost the level crossing that was at the end of the platform where the signal box is, and I had to shorten the fiddle yard that's at this end as well down here. But by adding the bench road part of the layout, that's given me a little bit more scope for operation and for moving stuff about. The fiddle yard at this end, we're going through the level crossing gates and through the trees, and then I've got a fiddle yard here that makes a lot of noise, but basically the first track there swings around. I can put it onto the piece there, and then I can slide it around so it then lines up with the bench road part of the layout, and I can run stock down onto bench road to the servicing point. It's mainly for locos, but I do put the odd wagon down in there as well. But it just gives me a bit of variety to get stuff on and off the main layout, and also another storage area in here with a protector to make sure stock doesn't roll off the end of the layout. At that end, I've got the door. So the door obviously was a problem when I moved here, and I wasn't quite sure how to overcome it. The original fiddle yard was 5 foot long in the previous property and over my workbench. What I've done this time is to put a hinge pin in the corner of it, so it now swings around, so it stores out the way over the workbench when I'm not using it, and when I want to use it I can just swing it across the doorway, and that gives me access to 3 more tracks on that fiddle yard as well. started originally in 77 when I was 27, and I won't say I got back into it. It had always been there, but I suppose I went to an exhibition and DCC sound had just come out, and that was really, yeah, DCC sound, lights, this is the new era, this is what I've got to do. And that's when I really started getting back into it and wanting to build a proper model railway as to building a railway that I could run trains on. So more into the scenic side, to bring the scenics up to the same standard as the locos were then coming out with the sound and the lights and the realistic running. So yeah, that was probably about it, yeah. Unfortunately, it's going. That's the bad news. The room really isn't big enough for what I want to do, and I like long trains, I like continuous running. My previous property, I had a bit more room, and that was the plans for the previous property. When we moved here, I'm 2 foot shorter and 18 inches narrower, so I can't quite do it, so I'm going to go back to 00, if I dare say that on camera.